back, people. Hope everybody's doing great. Top of the year to you. Hope you being blessed, productive, sucker free, stress free, and getting them goals accomplished, man. I'm good to see y'all. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back doing this. I know it's been a little bit, a couple weeks, but life happens, but I'm back. So it's no excuses. I'm back. So hope everybody's doing good. The year's still fresh in the year, 10 days in. And a lot has been going on. You know what I mean? A lot of drama, a lot of, anomalies and disasters and all kinds of things, So we're going to get into it. We'll jump right into it. First, I wanted to get my deepest sympathies with the first topic is the California fires. And I just wanted to, give my sympathy to those people out there that lost a lot, lost a lifetime, damn near legacy. In some people's cases, you don't know, it's all different groups of people, different classes of people, and everybody suffering in the same way. So, my heart goes out to them in that situation, because I can't even imagine, how they feel or what they're going through right now. Feeling lost is not a great feeling, so I can't even imagine, but hopefully everybody makes it out safe and, nobody gets hurt and everybody's regrouped with their family and find some kind of peace and structure and get up out of there. Because that's not where you want to be from the pictures and videos I've seen. I try not to follow the mainstream news, but, I see on social media from the people that's there, that's really there in it, and I'm like, empathizing with them, so it's not a good look, not a good situation. So, yeah, prayers up to them. If you don't know anything about it, look into it. It's not good. But the reason I wanted to talk about that particular situation, I seen, when was it? Yesterday, I think. It was some people making comments about like the celebrities, not grieving, but upset and feeling sick and sad about losing their homes and property and stuff like that. And some of the comments from the people, regular people, they were laughing, saying stuff like, get over it. Oh, you rich, go get you another one. Like just random stuff like, why you complaining? If you make more money than me, then I don't have no sympathy for you. Like stuff like that. And trust and believe, I know the internet not a real place. I know. But sometimes too much is too much, so I feel in reality, no money is nothing in the end. And at the end of the day, we all people and we all go through things. And no matter what class of people you are in this particular situation, you're suffering in any way, in some kind of way over there on the West Coast. They have lives, just like us. They have families. They have childhoods and things that they grew up with, that they cherish, heirlooms, family photos, blankets that maybe their grandparents passed down to them, all kinds of stuff that could have been just gone. A car that their dad gave them when they first, all of that stuff is gone. It could be gone. And they feel some type of way about it. And they have a right to, just because they, work hard and got put in a different tax bracket or whatever, doesn't mean to not, you shouldn't feel some type of sympathy for them because they got money. Money is not everything. And I just wanted to tap on that because it's like a lot of people out here are shallow, mindless, and followers. It's some other words I could say, but those are the people in the world, well, especially the social media world. Never let them get you out your character. Never get distracted by them, because they'll say anything for shock value, and I know that, but I felt like I needed to touch on that particular subject because it's like, if the roles were reversed, even if you had millions of dollars, you would feel some type of way. And for somebody to tell you, "Oh, get over it, just buy another house." Like, nah, we're not talking about just buying another house. A lifetime was lost. You don't know what those people lost. So, sympathy goes out to everybody. It's not just one person or one group of people. It's everybody that's suffering through this, from me to them. And hopefully, the certain people, or I hope everybody could be mature enough to feel that way, but it's not reality. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and act like it's the real world, because it's not. But in any disaster, I wouldn't wish on anybody, So it's a bad situation. It's real tough, and I want people to make it out. I want people to be safe. I want people, to be reconnected with their families if they got disconnected. I've recently heard, it was a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but people on the interstate running out of gas. Apparently, parts of California, if not all of it, wherever the fire is, they're running out of gas. So people can't necessarily escape. I have to look into it some more, but I seen that right before I started recording. And, that's just sad to be, like, you got to put yourself in that perspective. Like, you ride and you with your family, you got kids, you with your kids, and then you find out there's no more gas, and then you run out of gas, and then there's a fire coming, and it's thousands of people on the interstate trying to do the same thing you doing. That feel like some end of the world type of stuff. And I wouldn't know. I mean, I would do my best to survive, but it's just, I don't know. I just couldn't put myself in that position, because it's like, it don't even seem real. You see me like kind of like zoning out, because it really don't seem real to be put in that, and especially to be in the country that we live in. But times are getting like that. So keep your eyes open as well. Not just because of a natural, quote unquote, natural disaster. I don't even know if it's natural or not. I know it's common, but hey, it's some other quote unquote natural disasters and, other parts of the world, particularly the South, that, happened, that displaced a lot of people as well. So I don't know. I'm just going to say that and be, correct about it, because, YouTube will get on you if you say certain things. I'm being brand new. I'm learning this. They already, got me in the chokehold. I'm learning the hard way. So yeah, I have to tread lightly until I get to where I want to be, where I'm comfortable enough with the people that follow me. I can just say what I need to say. But, I got to kind of tread lightly, because they got a strict policy, and I'm going to follow it. But yeah, I still got to get my message out there. But yeah, with that being said, man, prayers to the state of California, prayers to all the people that's suffering in California, prayers to the family members that have family in California that, are trying to get their family out of there. Prayers to you. Hopefully, get them out there sooner than later. And yeah, just stay safe. To the people that's watching me, stay informed. If you find anything else out, let me know in the comments or, on my social media. But yeah, I'll keep my ears and eyes open to this topic, because I really want to know why it happened, where it happened. Apparently somebody had mentioned an arson, but I don't know. Allegedly, I'm not sure about that. So, when you hear stuff like that, that kind of like puts my radar up, makes me want to dig a little deeper and find out what's going on. So that I'll be doing that, and I'll be back if I find anything else out. But until then, y'all stay safe, and we'll get to the next topic. All right, we back. Topic number 2. Like I said in the beginning, it's been a lot going on for the top of the 2025 year. A lot of disasters and anomalies. And speaking of anomalies, I don't know if you guys been to the other channel with my co-host V Dot. It's called Lessons and Blessings, and I'll have it in the description. But the not the last episode, but the Christmas, was it a Christmas episode? Yeah, the Christmas episode. My co-host, we were talking about, the drones flying around and, UFOs, and he had shared an experience. And in that video, I was like, man, I never seen one. And if I did, I probably never really analyzed it that way or paid attention. But recently, which is crazy, and I know it sounds crazy, but recently I did. And it's wild because it came out of nowhere. So, and I got video of it. It's real shaky, but I'll put it up after I give a little, context to it. So anyway, I was heading in to work or whatever. And it was like the neighborhood I was in is very it's a nice neighborhood, but they don't have like street lights or nothing. So when it's nighttime, you can see like every star in the sky, like every one. So I used to do like a lot of photos. Like I had a telephoto lens where I would take pictures of the moon and, the planets and stuff like that years ago. So I always had like a thing for it. But, it was a clear night, no clouds in the sky. So I happened to look up. And when I looked up, I seen it was like a long line of orbs. And I just hear me out. A long line. It had to be like 30 in a line. And they were like coded, like every other one was blinking, and then in unison. Then the other, like 1 through 5, 1, 3, 5, like the odd numbers were blinking in unison, and then all the even numbers was blinking in a different pattern in unison though with all the other even numbers. So I'm looking, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I was in shock. I was like, just taking in the moment, because I'm trying to figure out like, nah, that's not no airplanes, because they were close together, like, and they were locked in. So it was no like, I can't explain it. They moved as one. It was one, and they were super close. And I was like, airplanes don't do that. It was no helicopters, because it was completely silent. I didn't hear nothing. And they were like moving very fast, but like steady. It was scary and eerie how quiet it was. So I'm looking, and then I'm like, I'm trying to take it in like visually, because, a lot of people quick to pull out their phone and don't really see it for what it is. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm looking, and then I finally grabbed my phone out, and I got a decent phone, but seeing that, I was like, I was excited, and I was trying to get stuff situated. So I got it, but I had to mess with the brightness so you could see them. But that's not even the end. So after I did that, I had put my phone up or whatever. I was like, damn, I got it. So cool. And I was trying to see them again, like with my natural vision, and I could see them, and then they just disappeared. So I looked, and I turned around, and here it was another one. Same concept, same direction. And they were just like circles, like just glowing and like moving eerily, like very silent. And I don't know what it was, but it wasn't nothing like, I ain't gonna say man-made, but it wasn't nothing normal, because, excuse me, like I said, I look in the sky all the time. I look at the airplanes. I take pictures of jets, airplanes, fighter jets. We get them every now and then. But you hear those things. If they're flying, you hear them. You know what I mean? That jet fuel, you hear it burning. So for them to be where they were, to how they were moving and how fast they were moving and how close they were, I don't even know, because my brain started was frying, because I'm like, is it just one thing and I'm just seeing the lights from it? You know what I mean? So I'm just like trying to, what is it? What's the word I'm trying to say? analyze it and, be not sensible. It's a word I'm trying to think of. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to think like, okay, nah, it's just that. You know what I mean? But from what I saw, how I saw it, it wasn't just that. It was something else. So I ended up hitting up my co-host. I'm like, bro, I just saw a UFO. I ain't even tell him about the second one, because I was heading into work and I had to get off the phone or whatever. But it was crazy. It was crazy. On the 1 to 10, it was a 10, because I ain't never think I was gonna see something like that. I got the video. I never put a video on one of my YouTube videos, but I'm gonna put it in right here. It's crazy. There they are. If it don't work, I'll put it on a YouTube short for you guys, but I'm gonna try to upload and put it in that video. If you didn't see it in that clip, in that cut, my bad. But it'll be in my short. But yeah, man, it was crazy. I had to zoom in, of course, because it's a phone. It was at night, and the tracking was crazy. But I did get them. You can see them. If matter of fact, like if I do, you can slow the video down and try to get a good glimpse of it. Hopefully it works. But yeah, it was a wild experience, especially like with his story that he shared with me. His was more intense. If you ain't seen it, go to the page and watch it. You'll see us. It'll say Merry Christmas and all that. In that episode where he shares that story, his experience was way more intimate and intense. Mine was just like I saw it passing in the sky. His actually came to him. But it was an experience for me. And I was like, that's crazy to see something like that, but it happened. And what I was gonna say is, with him sharing his story and then all the stuff going on that been happening on the East Coast with the drones flying and people saying they're UFOs and stuff like that, it's like it's a wild time. Times are wild, and I know people like to brush stuff like that off and it is what it is. Nah, it's some wild times going on right now, and we in for a ride in 25. Mark my words. I don't know what it is, but it's something, because every month or quarter stuff gets released that's unorthodox. It's not the norm, and we get hype about it, and then it's gone. It's something else. Like they feeding us something, and I don't know. Especially with this generation, they don't retain information and keep it. It's like, all right, what's next? Oh, okay. All right, what's next? Okay, all right, what's next? So it could be some I told you so stuff when something happens. I don't know. I hope not. I wish the best for the world, the whole world. But we'll see, man. Just stay safe, stay protected. Keep your eyes open and think for yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you can really do. Do your own research on things, and another thing with this AI stuff, man, don't take everything for face value, like for when you see it at first. I know I said I have video, which I do, is authentic, but this AI stuff is getting crazy. So, be careful with that too. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd share that story with you guys. Everything ain't gotta be so serious and, to the point. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you guys had an experience, let me know. Send a comment, hit my social media. But yeah, tell me how you felt about it, and if you had that experience, what happened. But yeah, we'll get to the third topic, and then, we'll wrap this thing up. All right, we back, man. Last topic. We'll get a little, it ain't serious. I mean, it is, but it ain't. It's for the fellas and the ladies and the fellas. It's for everybody. But it was a question I had for the world. And I want you to answer truthfully. When I ask this, what's your first answer? So I wrote this down. So let's say you had a partner or whatever, and you're in a relationship, period. Or you ain't even gotta be in a relationship. I'm gonna just answer the question. Can the opposite sex just be friends? Like, can one sex be friends, just friends with the opposite sex? Opposite sex. Like, is that possible? Can you guys hang out and, not have that vibe going? Or can you be, is it deeper? What's deeper? Is it possible to be in a relationship and have a friend that's the opposite sex of you? Like, say I'm dating a female and I'm like, yeah, I got a girl best friend, man. I've been knowing her since blah, blah, blah. And if you were my chick, how would you feel about that? And then, the fellas, if you was dating a female, she had a male best friend, how would y'all feel about that? I would feel personally, it's a hell no. It's a hell no for me. I mean, I get it. Y'all was friends and all that. That's cool. That's fine. But I'm here now, and this is my opinion. This is not the scripture, but it's like, I'm all you need. I'm supposed to be your everything. I'm all you need now. You don't need that. You gotta, you can say, hey, it was been nice, or, I really want this situation to work. So I have to do what it takes. It takes sacrifice on both sides, and if the shoe was on the other foot and I was dating a chick and she felt some type of way about if I had a female best friend, I would do the same. So I'm not just sitting here cutting it one way. Go both ways now. Two-way street. I feel, because you gotta get what you give and vice versa. You know what I mean? You gotta expect that. So that's how I feel about it. I'm like, nah, I can't rock with that. It's too much going on with that. Men, we're territorial. Women are too, but men are territorial in a different type of way, like dominance type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it's not happening. Sorry. I ain't even really got too much to say on it, but the reason I brought it up is this lady, I forgot her name. I'm not even gonna say any names or put any tags, but she had put something online. I think it might have been TikTok, but Instagram, TikTok, something, I don't know. Anyway, she was upset because her friend had sent her a message and was like, hey, how you doing, everything, blah, blah, blah. Been talking to this girl and she doesn't feel comfortable with me and you being friends. So I just wanted to say it's been good. You stay blessed. Everything is everything. I hope you and the kids are good. And, basically just, it's a wrap. He was real respectful. He ain't disrespect her at all. He kept it super adult, like he couldn't have worded it any better. So she jumps online immediately and was like, why is he cut me off? They ain't been friends that long, mind you. I forgot. It ain't even, I don't even think it was a year. But she met the man in a bar. She was working. He tipped her $150 when he first met her. And this is her words. And she was like, he tipped me $150 when we first met, and we've been friends ever since. I'm like, oh, word? 150 friends? Okay. So that, when I first heard it, that was my initial reaction. These are what she said. Then she goes on to say, what else she saying? Oh, yeah, he had, when she got into it with her, kid's father. He was there for her to help with the kids. When she needed to move, he helped her move to an entirely new state. Packed up her stuff, moved her in, all of that. Helped her pay bills. Like, and I'm gonna just give you my thoughts on that, and I'll get back to the main topic. It sounded like she was using this man for the structure of a man, but didn't want him to be her man. And it was crazy, because the way I was thinking when I'm hearing her talk, and I'm like, if any man doing any of that to that extent, he likes you. But for you not to even reciprocate that vibe, you don't like him, but you like what he brings. So that was my initial reaction. And it still is, honestly. It's like you wanted the money, the bills. He moved you from state to state. He tipped you $150 when you first met, and you said y'all were friends immediately after that. All of that, you can call that man, the word simp. I hate saying that, but yeah, you can call him that and all that. But now he sound like a good dude, because you got to understand, because if she would have dated him, everything would have been straight. I mean, if they would have got together, he probably would have been straight with that. But he probably kept getting turned down, found him one, and one with some morals. And he respected her. So he ain't simping too hard. He probably was just chasing her. It might have been in dumb love or something like that. But, things like that happen. We all been there before. And yeah, so he found him one, and she probably a real one. I don't know. But yeah, told him to cut her. He cut her. Now he probably gonna do better. He probably gonna reap better benefits from this new girl he's talking to. Cause she was the first chick that made the video was mad because she like, what was she saying? Like, they only been dating for like 2 weeks. How he gonna cut me off? And my kids, they know his name, and they this, that, and the third. Her kids ain't got nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just wild. The whole situation was wild. But yeah, what do you guys think? Could you, if you have a best friend that's the opposite sex, could you ditch them if you met somebody that was really like locked in with you, and you was like, yeah, this real right here? If you got with somebody and was like, yeah, this is it. I'm not just saying no BS situation. I'm talking about like, and you feel it. Would you, or if they ask, could you cut your friend that's the opposite sex off? Is that possible? Would you be willing to do that? Or would you be willing to sacrifice a potential forever relationship just to keep your best friend? Now, let's say this just popped in my head. What would be crazy is, like, say if you did say, nah, I'm not ditching my friend, and miss out on love or whatever, this male or female, then your quote unquote best friend finds somebody and they say, their lover say, you got to cut that person off, and they cut you off. So that just popped in my head. So that just makes me feel like, if you can or can't do it, think for you, make your own decision. You know what I mean? But I personally, I'm not going for that. And I would respect it if my woman wanted me to do that. I would do that. Because if you love somebody and you really feel it and you know it's real, you'll do what it takes. And I would do it respectfully, though. Like, I would ask her to give me respect enough to do it respectfully. I'm not going to say nothing slick or nothing like that. But if that's your friend, it's something you got to really sit down and have a talk with. Like, if you grew up from middle school, like, yeah, y'all got to sit down and talk or something. I don't know how to do it. I ain't never been in that position. Pause. But I'm just saying, like, you got to do it the right way. But this situation, the way she acted, they ain't even know each other maybe like 6 months, even if it's like a year, and she been using this man for how that long, since day one. Of course, yeah, he tipped $150. That was on him. And it was still on him to keep throwing the paper. But, I blame both of them in that situation. But he found the one, salute to him. and hopefully she find her one, or, you know, get back with her kid's father. But yeah, I can't do it. What would you do? Let me know. And with that being said, we done. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. This one's a little bit longer, but yeah, it's all good. I'm with that. I'm learning. I'm growing. Thankful. I think I'm at like 314 subscribers now. I started with like what, 8, like 3 months ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's motivation. It's always been motivation for me. So I'm gonna keep going. You guys, you know, if you like it, subscribe, share it, do whatever you feel, man. Like, if it's good content, let me know and do what you're supposed to do. If it's not good content, let me know and hit me in the comments. I'm with the criticism. So y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a great 2025 and 2026 and here on out. But we right here in the beginning, so you got time to go ahead and set it off right. Keep your shit to yourself. Keep your goals private and just execute. And y'all stay blessed. See y'all real soon.